The Asterisk War is a harem anime I've neglected until now. This is weird since it already has 2 seasons and also has a dub available. Therefore, there should have been no reason for me not to be curious and give it a try ahead of this year. Sadly, this particular show ain't exactly popular or unique for it to be an instant recommendation, but I gotta say, it has a rather amazing first episode, not because of the premise or action, because that is the most standard low effort in this century. I'm talking about how cliche and unapologetically cheap everything about this property seems. We have so many anime stereotypes that it's almost brilliant on how cheesy everything feels. We have a standard talented harem protagonist. He's average in looks, and yet girls seem to be attracted to him for no good reason. Well, I guess it is his calm personality and innocence that drives women crazy. That can be said about most lucky teenagers who so happen to own a harem. Anyhow, Ayata stumbles upon a beautiful female fellow classmate actually changing her clothes. Yeah, we are starting strong with the underwear incident.
I'm so sorry!
Where the main character simply gets a glimpse of some panties. This is very much like Chivalry of a Fair Knight. There is a major difference in boob size, but regarding hair color and sooner personality, Yulis and Stella definitely seem to have prominent similarities.
You heard me! I told you to turn around right now!
Sorry!
Even a comic book killer had this cliche with the pink hair lolly. I love anime. There's so much repetition, and yet it always remains innovative and fun. Kinda like poetry, sort of it rhymes.
Well, hand it over.
Yeah, as I was saying, Yulis wasn't too happy about this little incident, about this little accident, and challenges the main character to a duel.
Think it's time for us to get back to business.
Yeah?
Prepare to die.
Yeah, much like Chivalry of a Fair Knight, 100, or even the second episode of Infinite Stratos, the Harem King is stuck having to fight the hottest chick in the whole school.
If you stay put, I'll appease my anger by only cooking you well done.
Crap! She's totally gonna roast me alive!
Unlike other titles, the match ends up in a draw, not before Aito gets to grope Julie's sweet, round, and bossy titties. Wow.
Why you...
This was to be expected, as he has already seen her naked. It was a given that a boob grab was bound to happen. Reminds me of 100 as an unfortunate accident. It turns out Yulis is some German princess who is a complete bitch towards everyone, and is feared for her power and determination.
She's pretty, strong, and a princess on top of that. You'd think she'd love the attention. Instead...
Apparently in the future, the world is inhabited by special individuals who can wield magical weapons and elements. Kinda relevant. Bullshit, chakra, magic stuff for a fantasy setup. Nothing new or innovative. So I wasn't exactly impressed by the animations either. I'm not done with the first episode yet. We also have this voluptuous, extremely friendly blonde bimbo, who apparently is smart and has a lot of authority in the academy. Claudia sure does not seem that bright, if you ask me.
Would you like to take a look? See? Pitch black.
Whoa! What do you think you're doing?
Not only is she very forward and flirty, but kinda decent and eccentric towards the main character.
Hey! Wait a minute! Claudia, what are you doing?
I guess she was smart enough to manipulate Julius into giving up the fight with Ayato, so she might be a bit more crafty, as I give her credit at the moment. And here we go, the classic harem premise, with boobs, grabbing, panty picking, and lots of beautiful girls orbiting the main character.
Call me Claudia.
This is a standard and yet promising beginning. I was very amused and satisfied by the first episode, as I am very much familiar with the harem genre, and Asterisk War has every cliché and element which makes this type of anime so engaging and fun for my personal taste.
The one and only!
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Mikata also has an older sister. This was kinda disappointing, because older sisters are not as much fun as the younger ones. Thankfully, the second episode does not disappoint either, introducing even more archetypes to fit into the genre. We have the forgotten childhood friend, who is silent and slender with blue hair and relaxed for personality.
Saya, that you?
Hayato?
Again, this is very much like Testament of Sister New Devil. Even her hairstyle strikes me as a resemblance. But this anime was released in 2015, therefore someone is ripping off the other title. No problemo here. I like me some nasty outspoken girls. Apparently, she matured since she last saw the protagonist, and yet she's petite. I would qualify her for a lolly.
See, I've gotten taller.
Oh, yeah.
She's proud of her body though. This is a strong fanbase for what she has to offer, so yeah, I can see her charm and understand the source of her confidence. Saya also reveals that Ayato is actually stronger than he looks, even might be overpowered, despite his reluctance to showcase his full potential.
If you actually dueled with him, there's no way you'd live to tell the tale.
I like me some boob envy. And here we have two beauties, beside and jealous of Claudia, in her amazing bouncy rack. I mean, well, those things are little weapons. Illegal to be used in bed, I guess, unless she wants to be accused of manslaughter.
Coming in here and rubbing her giant breasts on people. Everyone knows they're nothing but fat. She's not special.
Agreed.
Anyhow, these are stacked and ready to fulfill anime stereotypes and fantasies for the overly satisfied male community. Or maybe it's just me. Well, you guys gotta understand, I've already watched dozens of harem anime. You can't be more depraved than this. At least Japan understands me. On the side note, if your name is McPhail, then maybe there's a divine reason why you keep failing at everything you try to accomplish. Yeah, he's supposed to be some hotshot S-tier student, but we're only seeing him embarrass himself so far, so yeah, an unfortunate but fitting name. But let's talk about the problem this anime has, because there sure are obvious reasons why this ain't exactly the best of the genre. First of all, the story is so bland, mediocre, and uninteresting, it kinda makes the anime boring and difficult to enjoy. The characters are fine, and the action is accessible, but the overall plot is simply uninspired. Nothing innovative or fun is being introduced with this narrative, just basic standard anime concepts to give us an excuse for so many girls to fondle one simple-minded, lucky guy. This is the fault of many other harem shows out there, as the whole premise is simply an excuse for fanservice and awkward attempts of romance. Speaking of romance, we get yet a new girl to fall in love with the main character. Kirin is this sad-looking teenager with a strict uncle and a lot of combat talent.
Oh no! Are you?
Yes, I'm okay.
Apparently she's only using her sword to best many of the students from the academy. Even Ayato fails to defeat her in a duel, which only evidences her hard work and capabilities. I enjoy her hairstyle. She kinda reminds me of a dog. I know it is kinda unbecoming to compare her to an animal, but hey, I'm open towards furries and other fetishes. Anyhow, she's very gentle and sensitive, also pretty feminine for a petite lolly.
It's hard to believe she's so strong.
As it is right now, we have 4 girls and 4 different hair colors to choose from. As gonna be the main love interest, tsundere archetype Yulis, the childhood friend Saya, or the voluptuous, frosty blonde Claudia. If you have to look at their boobs, Claudia wins undisputed. I mean, Yulis might be tight and feminine, but Claudia has some amazing boobs. Look at that rockstar figure, man. I mean, she's in a bathing suit and looks amazing. Usually I don't go for the bimbo stereotype, I prefer slender brunettes. And yet here, I gotta give in to my inner bro and choose Claudia as my wife.
Where exactly were you keeping this anyway?
That's a secret.
She's nasty, promiscuous, intelligent, dangerous, and rather easy. It's a good enough offer for me not to enjoy.
Will this do the trick?
Yeah, looks great.
Claudia is indeed extremely provocative and direct with the harem king. I only hope he also appreciates her charms as much as I do. Kieran is also making strong progress by holding hands and spending time with the protagonist.
If that's the criteria, that makes me the best person for the job, wouldn't you agree?
Also enjoying how jealous Kurt gets when Ayato spends time with her. It's a harem cliche, but I appreciate it as a device to further develop their characters and relationship with the main character. As for the story, it is uninteresting. Mostly resorts about some tournament and a failed assassination attempt. Classic harem bullshit, so yeah. The characters are definitely the main strength of the show. I give the Asterisk War a 7.2 out of 10. Nothing innovative or special, but if you like harem anime, this is an enjoyable title nonetheless.